Okay, so I know it's a zone defense and the Heat are good defenders and Spoelstra's a good coach and everything, but the Celtics are looking like they'd never played against a zone defense before, man. The first half they score, 60 points. Second half they score whatever it was. I mean, they did still end up shooting 50% from the field, but they had a bunch of turnovers, and I mean, I think a lot of that percentage mainly came from the first half. Once Miami goes to that zone, man, it just breaks everything the Celtics are doing. The offense, the movement is suddenly gone, and I mean, Stevens was talking about how they should cut more, and I mean, Jaylen Brown almost bailed him out with the 2 threes and almost that third three, but you just have to be able to find some sort of way to go at Miami's zone. I mean, the Celtics are doing pretty good when Miami's man-to-man, but suddenly it honestly seems like there's like 6 Heat players out there when they go to that zone defense, man. I mean, they're rotating so well, and they're bringing 2 guys to the ball, but then when they swing it to the opposite elbow, there's a guy on that dude, and the dude who's like covering the guy in the corner is also doing a good job of kind of keeping the guy on the elbow in place, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the answer is to go at Miami's zone right now, but Celtics better find it real quick, or else the series is going to be a wrap. The thing that's weird, maybe it isn't that weird, I don't know, but it's when the Heat start busting out the zone, it slows the Celtics down. The Celtics defense also starts sucking, which in theory would not happen, but you start getting uncomfortable on one end, and I guess it affects the other end as well. I don't know what to make of all that stuff. The rotation simply not being as good. Bam, he made shots. Bam in this one, they didn't put him on the free throw line. They didn't give him any easy trips there. I think he only shot like 2 free throws. This time he just simply made shots, and I think there were a lot of pretty easy opportunities for him on pick and rolls, alley-oops, and some, I guess, I don't know, like 9-foot jump shots or whatever you want to call it. I mean, it was mainly Bam and Dragic. And when we think about Dragic, do you not just put Marcus Smart on him and just tell him to kind of stick there at this point? It could be your only option. I mean, I think you really got to find a way to slow him down. In this game, Miami didn't go nuts from 3. They shot 32.5%. They didn't shoot a million free throws. And Jimmy had like 14 points, I think it was mainly Dragic, as similar in Game 1. Dragic was the guy who woke Miami up when the Celtics were rolling in Game 1, and it was a similar thing in this game. I think some of those easy baskets I was talking about with Bam, some of them came off of there not being enough resistance on Dragic right away. I mean, there was one play I do remember where Dragic had that layup kind of late when the Celtics were going 5 small, and I don't know. They didn't switch it. They chose to play conventional defense. Grant Williams didn't really step up on him well enough, and Marcus was camping in the paint, leaving Derek Jones open, and the fact that Dragic still got an open layup out of that, you just can't have that. They did try switching. I think it might have been everything or most things when they were small, and maybe that works, maybe it doesn't. I don't know, but they've got to do something different on Dragic. And whatever they pick, they have to get it right in the next one. As far as some things for Miami, I mean, Jimmy had some really, really big steals. He ended up with 4 steals. He had 2 in the fourth that were huge. And, when you talk about that Miami zone, they got a lot of big defenders who they just kind of stick their arms up. They get in the passing lanes, and they're able to kind of swarm on the Celtics ball handlers and close out to the shooters, and you end up with 20 turnovers total for the Celtics on this one. Should also be mentioned that Bam defensively is constantly doing stuff. I don't think the Celtics were as dumb with just attacking Bam one-on-one this game. Granted, Miami was running so much zone by the end that Bam wasn't really defending one guy like that. And I guess that's the other thing when you think about that zone and how to go at it. I mean, you might have to get creative with some off-ball screens, or I don't know, man. I mean, this is another thing, is that the Celtics are not able to put 5 guys out there that you really have to fear as shooters. So Miami's always going to have the luxury of especially in a zone, camping around the basket. And so it's a challenge to deal with. And again, I don't really know what the answer is, but better figure it out. What else is there to talk about? I mean, Kemba was good. He had 23 on solid enough efficiency. Tatum was fine. Probably could have got more shot attempts. Jalen, again, didn't seem like he was featured in the offense enough, but he made enough threes and whatever else. They had that one offensive rebound to kind of generate 21 points of offense, I guess. Is there anything else? I don't know. The Enes Kanter minutes were all right, surprisingly enough. Yeah, man, I think based on these two games, it's really two things for the Celtics. It's you got to find some sort of way to attack Miami's zone, and you have to make it tough on Dragic. I think those have been the two things killing him right now. I think if you slow down Dragic, then that makes it a little tougher on Bam. Because, Dragic makes some offense for him, and, well, the zone, that's pretty obvious. You score on that, you score more points. That's it, man. The reason why this one should be disheartening for the Celtics is because Miami, again, like I said, Miami didn't go nuts from three. I mean, they shot 33% from outside. That's whatever. Celtics shot 36% from outside. So you can't really fall back on the threes being the reason you won or lost this one. So, yeah, I think this is going to be a little shorter than the normal one of these because I'm not even upset. I'm just discouraged because this team has had a chance to win both games. But I'm still trying to be fair for Miami and stuff. Like, they're a very smart team, and the Celtics have not figured them out, especially, Celtics trying to score. They just haven't really figured them out like that. And Dragic is definitely making his free agency look interesting. So, yeah. I mean, look, we saw the Raptors down 2-0. We saw the Nuggets go on 2 comebacks. It's certainly been established that you can come back in the bubble. But it's not going to make me feel any better in the moment. So that's that. If you made it this far, like and subscribe. Unless you don't want to, that's fine. Game 3 is whenever the hell Game 3 is, and we'll see what happens.